one of my go-tos versus people that think that two-man under is a prevent defense, but we're going to give it to you today, all right? Now, for this to work, now, if you're playing regs or something, obviously, you know, you're probably going to be matched up a lot with, you know, some of the top tier cornerbacks with your best receiver, but you want to make sure that you have your best receiver in a matchup. Now, obviously, I use Devontae, and he's just better than any corner in the game most of the time. So, other than that, if you can get a matchup that you like with one of your receivers versus the corner, that's going to be the first thing in order for this to work. Let me pick a team that doesn't have ridiculous pass rush. Not saying that I wouldn't mind doing it against the Chargers, but the Chargers kind of cheat in practice mode. But let's get into it, fellas. Let's get into it. Alright, so the main thing that you fellas want, alright, is a specific route concept. Now, I know the Raiders, they have 3 of them, I think. I want to say 3. I could be wrong. It could have changed when I went, because I use the live playbook now, so I think it might just be 2. Double check. I want to double check, make sure. Yeah, it might be 2 with the live playbook. So one of them for certain is going to be in the doubles Y off. I'll find the other one here in a sec. And what you want to do, this is very important. A lot of people forget to do this on every snap. You know, sometimes you're just so adept to just running your offense that you forget to put your protections and stuff on the field. But for the sake of this, I'm probably gonna have to do it from like a regular 3-4. I don't know if they have a 2-man under and 3-4 though. I think they might have took those out, yeah. They used to have like 2-man under and everything. No, you don't. Alright, so that's fine. So it's got to be either a nickel or a dime. I don't think nickel 3-3 Cub has it. So you're pretty much going to see it in just a 2-4 defense. Alright. Now, obviously, hash marks would be effective, like if you're on the left hash or the right hash, because that controls where the deep paths are going to play. So we're going to go ahead and respot the ball. Give me some yards. And you want to make sure that the ISO receiver is on the field side. Now, the field side is going to be the wide side of the field. The reason why is because he's going to be running a post to the inside, and because of his initial setup is outside the line, he is going to basically set the depth of the deep path on the other field. Now, in order for us to keep that deep path over there, we need to put another route with it. Okay, so I'm going to motion this tight end out, and we're going to run a fade. Now, if you know they're blitzing, you could just block that tight end, and then do the motion with the running back. So either or is a viable option. So I can just motion him back. Now, I know on next gen you might not be able to get that tight end to block because he's in a stand-up position, but on current gen you can't. So we could do either or. You want to make sure that you smart route this route if it's 10 yards or less. And then the route concept that you want on the other side of the field is going to be the comeback in a smart routed in route. Okay, so if they play for anything deep, you're going to have a solid go-to check down. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is you want to double team the back side of where you're going and ID check right next to him. Okay, and just get it up there navigate the pocket, and then fire it up. Then I'm going to slow it down for you fellas. I'm going to do both variants, one with the running back running the fade, and one with the tight end running the fade. So as you can see, running back gets a good leverage versus the linebacker covering him, and he pulled. Look how he's pulling the safety. The comeback is going to freeze the safety on the other side, basically make him play like an outside third. Okay, so you have all that space in the middle of the field to just zip it in there. All right, now let's do it with, let's say we're running the tight end over here. Your slide protections are going to change because now the strength of your protection is on the left side. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to make sure that your double team and your ID is over there on the right, because you got the running back helping you on the left. So same thing, same route concept. Only thing is the protections change a little bit to give you a cleaner pocket somewhat. You might want to put a fullback back there if you know you're going to block. So let me change it, put a fullback back there. That'd be like the only difference. You know, running backs aren't going to block like a tight end. So sometimes you might have to go with the fullback package if you know you're going to block the running back. Now your team has to have a fullback. So if you don't have a fullback, and you're not necessarily going to get what you want from it. The only thing that changes is our inside receiver. Alright, so the double team will be right there. And the ID will be right there, or I could probably slide protect to that backside, or I could slide protect over there, double the edge, and do the ID to right there. Do it like that. Navigate the pocket. Fullback gives you a little bit more time. You slow it down to make sure that he's engaging in his block. Always go back and check, see if he's blocking anybody. Alright, so he comes back and he grabs the other side. So I could probably slide protect to the other side. So I could slide protect there, double there, ID right there. Make sure we got that smart in route and that comeback. See if this is the setup we want. Okay, my fullback isn't doing what I want him to do. If I slide protect, probably gonna not need the double team. Let's see. Trying to help. I know I want to get the double team over there, so that's better. And that's basically going to be your cover 2 man beater. It's a play that I like. You can also beat cover 2. And there's different ways you could do this. Alright, you keep that idea in mind that you got the comeback over there, and then you can kind of change your route concepts a little bit, right? So now this will be a little bit trickier because when you motion him, he slightly moves inside. What's up, Jobby? And then you could run that smart under route to kind of get that user attention, and then bam. Okay, so you're just gonna annihilate anyone that thinks that they can run the cover 2 man as a prevent defense. Like, I can do it with any. Now I can't run the comeback with him, so I'd have to run a smart out route. I might not even need to run fade. I could run that regular route right there and then hold the center with a curl. You know, it's just different concepts. As long as you have that post, you're going to get over that 2-man under. Okay, now that's just from this formation. I think the other formation is the shark wheel in the doubles Y flex that I run. I just don't use this one as much because you don't have that extra protection. You know, it's good versus man if you can pick up all your blocks. But sometimes you're not going to necessarily be able to. So same thing, you're going to pick that up. The advantage here is that you're already going to have someone in that position that you could choose to run the fade already to, and you already have the comeback on the other side of the field. That's the advantage is already there. However, you can increase how far out that deep half on that other side goes by putting him right here and running the fade, and then run that route short underneath. Okay. Reason why you want that route to run short is because if he runs that regular dig, and let's say they got the post somehow, they got the post in the fade boxed up, all right, and then they're out usering, you know, they got a zone over there where Hollins is. You don't want two of your routes going to the same spot on the field. You know, they got to be leveled apart. Okay, so that's just something that you guys need to take note of. Now, if you do it this way, you're going to have to double team right there and ID right there. Do not slide protect. There's no point because you're going to have to roll out. All right, and you just need to make sure that you give yourself room to roll out. All right, so you get the double team, it picks up, and then look across the middle of the field. Sometimes you got to make sure you set your feet when you throw this version. So do it one more time. Make sure you smart route that. You bring him over, and you can do this with my motion hike scheme that I've been working on. But just, I would suggest making sure that you smart route and put that in route first. And then while you motion hike Renfrow or whoever your slot receiver is, while he's motion, put him in the fade. Okay? And then after that, all you do is set your protection up right there. Double team picks up, let them engage, and then I said it'll be a little tough to do if you don't have like elite tackles. So sometimes you might have to wait for the cut. Or you could also do it like this. Like you could run the fade with the tight end and then run the in route behind an motion hike scheme with Renfrow. Watch this. Now Renfrow is going to be a problem. They're going to have to respect. So as soon as you hike him like right there, he's going to be underneath on that check down. Now if you can get that throw off, it's there. Like I said, I don't run this variation as much because I don't have elite tight ends. I mean elite tackles. But you can run this and have success. Sometimes you might not even want a motion hike because motion hikes do create block sheds. So you have to be mindful of that. Just really depends on who you're going up against. Try to use that pocket for as much as you can. There you go. Try not to initially be like, oh, I'm just going to roll out. Because, you know, when you hit turbo, you're going to create block sheds. And you're going to make it, like the throw might even look easier to make, but it's not. Because when you get pressure and you're playing with these non-elite quarterbacks, you know, you feel the difference. So like I said, you go with the in route with the tight end. Or sometimes if you're not even sure, you could just run the vertical with the slant combo. And that slant will give you a little bit more leverage. Remember what I was saying is you can't have two routes go to the same spot of the field. Look at that, how wide open that slant will get. Okay, so that's just something else that you can add to the variant. Just really depends on the types of teams that you're facing. So like I said, if we're doing it like that, we know we want to go underneath, we could run it like this, okay? And then we'll check for the the second read. Let's see if we can still get this post off. A little bit more time, a little bit tighter of a throw. So I probably wouldn't throw that post because you got the vertical going to the other side. So you could probably, instead of smart routing that, just leave it as is and just run a fade off the outside. And let's see if that works. Run 2 fades. Let's see if that works. It's also work. This route concept also will work versus yeah, if you have an elite offensive line, you could probably make that throw. So you might not need a smart route if you have a great offensive line. But you know, that's basically the route concept you want. Now you can create this route concept from any switch concept. So if I go to play type concept and go to, I should be a switch. Quick pass, medium pass, deep pass, switch. Now what you want is going to be a very specific route. See that PA shot wheel? You could do it with that. Shark wheel, PA switch dig. You can do it with the post corner up. But if you have that route tech, you want to make sure that you have someone doing the PA shot wheel version. And like I said, it's more than just doing an ebook on one play when you can just do the whole concept all together. Alright, so now this one's a little bit different. So you'll just run the vert right there, and then smart route underneath. And then probably what I would do is I'd probably cancel that play action, just run like a little in route underneath. And you're probably gonna want to motion him across and let him pull. You'd probably give him a comeback. You have to pull that other deep pass, so you could do it like this and get them like that. So it's any switch concept is going to annihilate cover 2 man users. Okay, just make sure that you understand your concepts versus what you're dealing with, right? So like if I don't even want to do it like that, I just want to motion the inside guy right here. Do it like that, and then block the running back, and the same thing, just make sure you have that in route to hold those short zones underneath, and then just throw it over the top. Okay, so that's going to be if you're dealing with 2-man under. Now like I said, some of these route concepts, they can beat match coverages as well, because match coverages versus verticals will play man, so it's just something to think about. However, you play someone like my match defense, you know, I'll be making hella adjustments sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and just let you throw some of these, you know, switch concepts at me without making adjustments. You know, if I get beat somewhere, usually I will adjust to what I get beat by. But don't spam these plays, fellas. Okay, just because I give them to you and be like, yeah, it's a 1-play touchdown, don't be like you're just gonna spam it the whole game, because I'm gonna tell you something from my experiences lately. Play rate don't catch up to you. Save them for when you need them, not just be using them just because you know they work, right? Because they're gonna work until they don't work. Like the same thing with my PAD bouts. I can get 15 catches of 15 yards or more off the sidelines, and then maybe the 16th or 17th time it's gonna fuck up. So you see it happen enough, you understand. If you know, you know, right? So don't necessarily be like, you know, you're just gonna spam them to death, because the more you use them, the more chances is gonna happen is, you know, you're gonna get fucked up. But having them for when you need them is definitely gonna be along that threshold of being like, yeah, You know, appreciate you. But we're gonna try to use some of them. I've been kind of wanting to put them out there for a minute. I was trying different variants, but I finally got the right route concepts to put in with them to make them work. And that's always important. Other than that, you also want to make sure that if you're doing shot plays, you put your best pass blocking linemen in. To hell with their overall. As long as they got a good awareness and pass block, that's what you want. You know, strength helps so they don't get bull rushed. Y'all remember how it was last year with Alex Leatherwood, bro? Like like my man's just couldn't block shit. I was so pissed with that shit. I was like, bro, why we draft this guy? What was Gruden thinking? It's like, oh, he played in Alabama. I mean, yeah, Alabama good, bro, but being good on a good team, like you could be shitty on a good team and look good. Y'all know that? You could be the worst fucking player in the world on a good team, and that good team will make you look good. You have to understand. If you know, you know. And Alex Leatherwood, he was just on a good team, bro. He wasn't good. He was just on a good team. And that generally happens. He had running backs helping him block. But I'm just gonna play some games. I'm not even for certain that any of my opponents will run that. But if you encounter that and you want to know, and you just join the stream, just go check out the first 5 or so minutes of the the practice mode that I showed. And you'll get it. But we'll try. We'll see. See what's cooking in the kitchen. See what we can make. Something happen. Okay. So sometimes you could do this.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
We try.
They'll throw on first down.
If you know, you know. Boom!
Take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
If you know, you know.
Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon.
I probably didn't even need to do that because, he was in man, but he's a cover 0. But I just wanted to show you fellas. Like they probably ran 2 slants underneath if it was cover 0, like those check downs.
Take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. So they accept the penalty, of course.
All right, I'm going to teach you another thing, man. How to kick balls against the blocked field goal shit. You're going to do this right here. Make sure it's all the way up. And you want to aim it to the right. It goes all the way up. They can't block it.
And that makes it
just like that. But it has to be within your kicker's field goal range. I just needed to show you that you can counter the block field goal shit. Just people just are too lazy. They don't try.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Watson. This complete to David Bell. 30, 20.
Come on, you rock. You got to tackle better than that.
Big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
I hate the nano detection.
Tackles,
I really do.
And then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Chubb will score.
Really?
Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it all.
Who have I got another safety that can actually tackle? I got pulled now.
And as a former defender, I can tell
He
you,
usually gets good animations on his tackles.
when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing
Alright,
it.
I'm going to teach you fellas something else.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. Now receiver in motion left.
I'm going to start using that as my goal line defense versus every formation in the game. Every formation. Because you just don't want someone to just sit there and just spam runs. So it's gonna clog that up. And you won't have to worry about too much on the passing as long as you make the right adjustments.
And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now
remember what I said. Just different variations, man. As long as you have that route concept, you know.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 74 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there. And you know,
got Stidham out here looking like fucking Pat Mahomes, just chew, throwing bombs over Baghdad.
An extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I gotta use white.
Up there, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Going right side is White, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Now we can add a little wrinkle to it.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
Impact block.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
See each other last splash hit. We good. I can still score on this.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
You know what's about to happen. You better throw one of them tight coverage dives. Like tight window, man. Like we squeezing fits. Oh, he almost got it. Can't be scared to make them throws, man. I was just saying.
And this Browns defense stands tall.
But let's have fun.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last this timeout looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately.
No, sir.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Got him.
Into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
What you think you saw, you did not see.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out.
Having them 93 jump corners on the outside, man. You're not throwing no bullet passes over there.
Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into
Always check the, see how the safeties look. Sometimes we might be able to do it like that.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Steps away to his He's going to let this
bombs over Baghdad, son.
Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on.
Just want to add a new element to the offense. You know, y'all missed the 1-play touchdown spams, but we're gonna try not to do it too much, right?
This is gonna be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
And we doing it with Stidham, bro. Like, come on, man. You gonna let Stidham throw it like that on you?
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here, a little noodle arm. Ramen noodles. What flavor we got today? Beef. You know, hey, when I spent time in jail, bro, them ramen noodles, bro, that was your goal. I ain't gonna lie. That was, you were gonna get fed.
The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
You can't, bro. You can't. Get out of that bullshit ass offense.
On EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, it's Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Come on, man. You better.
All that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Cooper will come in motion right. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's dropped just...
Yeah, old Max Crosby over there, bro. I am not worried about that run. You cannot run on Max Crosby.
Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first
Don't get tackled. I got my best tackle corner over there. Just for that reason.
The drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
Fix that.
They'll try the air now with Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete.
Tackle.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
No.
Stopped right at the 25
Wear him out.
after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Cooper will come in motion right. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And them run fits, baby. I know how to adjust to the motion heights.
Leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide
Get a body over there. We create a block shed.
get the defense back on its heels.
Get out of that.
Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Woo! Good nano.
He throws as this one's going to go straight.
Don't you get out of that shit.
Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Double A gap is very good versus RPOs.
Set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Bombs over Baghdad, son.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score.
Get him out here just doing crushing it, bro. This little 61 overall. He getting a ratings buff after this game. Boom! Shotgun hitting.
80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something.
Oh, come on, Illuminor. Hey, why is you upfield? You fucking up.
Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Run out in that gun ace again, my guy. Coming out in that ace, single back ace. We can light your scoreboard up some more. Now you want to go bunch. We good, but we play our defense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need
third couldn't get over there fast enough.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, 73 yards. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Might just reposition that third where he can't get attacked at the seams. I put him in the middle of the field. I know he can cover.
but they're finishing the first
It's
half.
gonna come out of this.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Yo, this gonna be my red zone defense.
To go until halftime.
No questions asked. Don't start none, don't be none. It's gonna be universal.
Kevin Stefanski gonna leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to
Universal. You're not running on it. That's going to be that universal 2-point conversion defense. Works versus shotgun, single back, goal line. Fuck what you heard is what you hear. I had to up the ante on some of the stuff that I run, because I've seen what everybody likes to do.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
You see what was developing. They want to start using their safeties. We got a check down there available for us, just in case.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't.
You're not going to chase that route without getting eaten up somewhere.
For the second of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In motion, the tight end. Again on second.
He's going to be on that. Boom. His second check down. Get him off that safety.
First of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Renfrow again, complete.
Just eat him up underneath now. I got plenty of time. I got sidelines.
It'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Stidham.
Look at all those reads. Boom.
Here's a diving catch right
Mesh them to sleep.
Their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Just annihilate his coverage. That's what spread sets. I would say spread sets are probably the best.
Motion goes the tight end.
The best to run.
Throwing again here, Stidham. Forced out to his left. Bears it out.
Pew! He throwing it deep with Stidham like he Pat Mahomes out here.
As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders will extend their lead here.
Stidham just having all day to throw. Where's Garrett at, bro? Like, he's been non-existent. Man got a whole Garrett and Denzel Ward, and none of them are making plays.
So not much time to speak.
And we get ball at halftime, bro. Okay. I want to see how long it takes him to adjust.
takes it at the 7.
But I guarantee you, if you play people that like to play man coverage, this offense is just going to just disturb them. They can't play man coverage against me. Get them out of their comfort zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Yo, I'm getting better at this defense. I am getting better at this. I'm kind of running it like I did that Okie roll. Y'all remember how I ran that Okie roll where I was using her in the slot corner? This might be some variant of that.
The final shot before the break.
Come on.
Watson.
Come across the middle. Oh! This is my new go-to defense. Let's go! That might have been the wrinkle I needed, fellas. Take away those quick reads with that slot. This might be my new go-to defense. I'll work on the kinks and the adjustments later, but I think right now the way I'm running it is pretty solid.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
It's been pretty universal for me too.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time
I should have ran it slow. Oh, he ran that right into him. Good fucking shit! We'll go run it slow.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators?
I gotta get back to my downfield user. Ah! It's alright, Coots. I can't ask you to do everything for me. That wouldn't be fair.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Take the high read. Colts, good shit. Good shit, Colts. That's what I need out of you, bro. Let's go. Defense is back, baby. We activated. That's what I've been missing lately. My defense just isn't been showing up for me. But now we heal. We heal. Get him out. That's fine. He getting hit. As long as he getting hit, we good. God, that single leg ace.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson.
We take that scene. We take that scene. He got 93. Come on, Rock. You can't get beat by him.
62 yards.
I'll run it flip. Joku's faster.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
I was thinking Rock would have been able to get in out fast. No, he got a 93 jump. Thinking he was gonna get it. I could use Webb there.
A perfect combination of urgency,
all right, let's go.
Yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
Look at that, bro. Boxed. Boxed. That's that 2-point conversion defense, folks. Versus any formation in the game. I ain't playing with these folks no more.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time.
Take one with you, Jacobs. Now I should slow the game down, man. I pretty much got this in the bag, but I'm having too much fun. That game can't lie. Having too much fun.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again.
Take you longer to set it up.
Because let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying,
come on. Johnson, get up. Your slow ass. Do something for me.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because if the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
To throw is Stidham. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Stidham on first down.
Now he's shading over the top. He's going to give me the little check down route. Now we can dink and dunk.
And it'll be second down. Stidham from the shotgun. Again, it's Johnson.
Stidham Johnson? That's what I'm going to call him, the hammer. He's going to kill that slot corner, bro.
On first down, Stidham.
Okay. So you want to put a curl flat right there. That's fine. I thought I would have been able to hit it. Now we're going to change our offense. We got it to work enough. That's all that matters. So get enough to get the 2-possession lead and then just slow your offense down. I think it'd be a while before he could make adjustments to it anyway. But he hasn't really made any adjustments for our defense. All right, punch. Find a punch.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this
let him eat clock
for
for him.
35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left.
Look at Webb with hit 96 jump.
And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
That defense now, man. My defense just elevated, fellas. I don't even need to run that anymore. Now I can just run my regular offense. Like, we opened it up, got the 2-possession lead. We good.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead.
Now we can run our regular annoying offense. Now you got to adjust to this.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And he's got his man.
Stidham out here with 431 yards passing.
He takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Renfrow, get off me.
That's Renfrow.
Waiting for you to put that curl flat on the field so I can toast your ass.
They got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action with Stidham.
Thanks for putting hard flat on the field.
To the end.
Catch the ball! Can't be doing that, man.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Stidham.
Bro, what the fuck? They're cheating me, fellas. They don't want me to hit him. Come on, man. I'm waiting for him to do something. He gonna do it. Yep, he did it. Oh, come on, Cole. I'm disappointed in you. I really am. You supposed to make that catch. They have Madden do you, man. They not gonna let you sit there and blow people out. But it's a 2-possession game. I should kick the 30. If I don't like it, I'll kick the 30. Laser! Boom! Hello, man. How can you not like Devontae Adams one-on-one? You know? How can you not like Devontae one-on-one? Holding, defensive holding. Should have known that they were going to do that. But it's still 2-possession game. Doesn't matter. A little disappointed how they gave him that. Should have flagged him, but there's no refs in the game, so we're not going to get that. Give him a short field so we can score again.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders. There you go. Just your everyday leading big, and the onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Johnson's got it complete. And down he goes at the 40.
Don't mind throwing it to the little check down Charlie fullback. That's one thing you don't know about me. If he open, he gonna get the ball. He got 3 for 17. He ain't gotta be outstanding. He just gotta make plays.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Second down, Stidham to throw. Being chased out left.
Come on, they shouldn't get me under pressure.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Let's do it like this. This should be interesting.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Stidham. Steps away to his left.
Pollard. Oh, I forgot about that strip specialist.
Marked down just inside the 35.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter.
Waller didn't get the separation I wanted to run outside. I think he got to run close side.
You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
All right, so the gang gonna help him a little bit, but we all right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right
God damn, where you throwing it, my guy?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson dancing to his left. And he will find his
Mary, I thought you were going to come for it, my guy.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's
I could put him.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field.
It'd be a risk, but I could do that.
The linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Crazy. I got like 420
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
Took him away.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference.
All right, so even if you have a good offense and it works, trust me, it works, the game is still going to have its script moments.
Kick it here and get back within a score.
They'll try and throw for it.
Look at that, bro. That is a lockdown 2-point conversion defense.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even
You can't run shotgun on it. They damn sure ain't about to run on it.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now,
See, he would have had 35 points if he would just goddamn kicked his extra points.
They get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Fucking Garrett decided he wanted to help him out in the end with the strip specialist bullshit, but we're gonna be all right. Because the game one, I just can't get too cocky, right? Because we already know the DDA is gonna start helping him now.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside.
So we need to get out of the win.
Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
By any means necessary.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there at a 1st.
You know that's not a run defense, right?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running
your weak box.
Jacobs. And some space here.
Stay in bounds.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Go to that little go-to check down offense. They'll want to get out of what they want to do. But some stuff that I like about this formation. And we'll get more into it here in a sec.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's take it last timeout, man.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stidham to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect.
Man's out here just trying to send everybody after me. Jesus. But do you know what I know?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Cover 0 weak against this.
They'll try and throw forward with Stidham. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Stidham's going to set up to throw this. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Thanks for putting him in a curl flat.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he takes this just a few yards shy.
Knew they were doing something. That's what it was.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about
put him in a curl flat for me again, please.
Now Stidham. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
We won't defy hundo.
Not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
We got the 5 hundo. Hey, I want y'all to look at those stats for a second, and I'll be right back. Let that resonate. That's Stidham, by the way.
You talk about the rapport he had with his receivers. It was like a conductor leading the symphony.
.518, 5 touchdowns. Now, he probably could have had more, but the fourth quarter, you know, the rinky-dinks shit starts happening, right? So, like I said, could have had more. Adams had 287 of those. Holland 73. Josh, like, no, look at these stats. Player distribution. That one interception was, you know, he finally made an adjustment, but Stidham had 1 for 17. Look at these receptions, bro. Adams just torching him. You ain't gonna let that man get 287 on you, bro. You ain't made no adjustments to him. Hollins, Cole getting involved, Renfrow getting involved. Jacobs got 1, Waller got 1. And they get multiple catches too. I only allowed 1 sack. Crosby out here getting sacks. Let's move on to the next game, because that's what you ultimately want. You want consistency. You don't want to be like, oh, one game he did this, because chances are I could have been matched up with a bum. But he used a lot of man coverage, and I told you, like, it'll attack the 2-man deep, though. Same as it'll eat cover 0. It'll attack that 2-man deep. Anytime them safeties are split, you got them. Now they're probably gonna match me up with like a cover 3 user or a cover 1 user here in a sec, and then I had to change up what I do. Instead of going deep, I'm gonna have to go shallow. I'm gonna have to run first and then make it like 4 yards or something, you know, or whatever. And then you can smart route it and shorten the depth needed to go so that you can get under those blue coverages.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From the 6.
Alright, it's gonna be a little tough against the Eagles. You know how the Eagles are built, bro. They built Ford fucking tough. So we gotta get our shit going.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Can win.
They go play action with Hurts. It'll buy some time right.
Bro, coach, you can't be missing him, okay? Got a lot of trust in you. Might have to change it based off of who I'm playing.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Let him juke and then hit stick him after. Because he can't hit that double juke fast enough.
Nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Slightly hesitating.
Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 51 yards. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Once teams get rated so high, they just automatically score anyway. They could be the shittiest person in the world and still look good. Damn, I juked that man. He was like 10 yards away.
But not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Alright, so we're going to get a good matchup one-on-one with Darius Slay in this game. That's what I want.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They start the drive with Abdullah.
Now that was an excellent run.
That is going to be the check down.
That's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. In motion goes the tight end.
Here we go, Jacobs.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun.
Go, Jacobs.
He finds his man complete.
Let's go, Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about
Play with him a little bit.
It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stidham to throw.
You go, Jacobs.
Same target.
You gotta wear Darius Slay the fuck out.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play.
That's exactly what we want to do.
Bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. first rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm building a new scheme, fellas. I think I'm building a new scheme. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no, they didn't.
43 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action now. Stidham.
That play action's too slow. I need it to be faster. I might have to cancel out of it. It's too slow. Let them score. I wonder if I cancel out of the play action, I'll be able to throw it. Because it won't let you throw as soon as it opens. So I might not even use that play action.
This is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40.
He said, just wear them out, get those free pancakes on them.
10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on.
All right, so the run works real good with the play that we're trying to design. Now, if I can find some other plays to go with it, I think we might be in the kitchen cooking up some new stuff.
And guess what? Both of them scored points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
All right, so we have the play that we like. Let's try to see if we can get this thing going for you fellas. Ooh, interesting. I like that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
Nice. That play goes with the play action, doesn't it?
Back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Trying to see if we can find some other stuff to go with it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. In motion, the tight end.
Not going to do too much.
From the gun, it's Stidham.
Yeah, I can't throw that.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Let him score.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point.
It's an audible pass.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Try to find what plays work with it. As soon as I get the 4 plays I want, it's going to be all right. I mean, I'm going to make mistakes intentionally just so I can see what I want.
And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive.
See what it has to offer. We have that.
You've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not.
2.
Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened.
Could be intriguing. That could be intriguing. We'll see.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 5 yards remain on second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Stidham.
Second round takes too long to open up. I think I know what I want now.
The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
PDA. Probably should have ran that with a post. I'm going to go ahead and concede so we can get a good game.
And he takes this one back.
No point playing that out at that point. Alright, so I think we got it. I want to run the base with this, with the, what were the plays called? I'm going to memorize the plays so I can go ahead and save them into my quick adjust audible on the fly when I get into the game. Because I do not use a custom offense. I use the live playbook. So I know like the live playbook is different from the regular because it has like a few formations, but like the regular has slot tight. I think the regular has a single back ace pair, which, hold on, no, it's not the ace pair. It's the, I think the regular has the ace slot. That's really the difference. Regular has ace slot, but I didn't really run ace slot. And then it has the wing slot, and I don't think the one, I might have wing slot in the one I run. I don't know. I just don't run it. I think it has, I know there was a formation. I don't know what I seen it in. I thought it was single back. That had like a drive concept that had that route that I run. Yeah, it's the drive concept that was in ace pair. And I don't think the live playbook has ace pair. It has something similar, but I don't think it has ace pair. But drive concept is the other one that you can do that with. But it's got a nice little check down with the running back. Yeah, I don't think I have ace pair in the live playbook. And I think there was a different, see this one has like wing pair. I think it had a different wing too. Alright, but other than that, I just want to go in here and look at the doubles, shotgun doubles. Why flex? No. Flex. Oh, normal. What formation was it? Yeah, normal wing pass. Okay. So it was the inside cross, the halfback base. Don't run that play action unless you cancel it. And play action is ass. There's really not a lot of options to choose from, to be honest. Unless you're just trying to do you'd have to do like your curl flats or verticals and your screens, I guess. But you're gonna run inside cross, so you might keep the verticals and the screen, because the screen has that same concept that can beat the two-man, but it also has, it just has that screen applied to it, and it's to the other side. So you might run both of them together, so it'd be slip screen inside cross, and then you'd have your, I think the only other play that's good, like you could probably run curl flats if you're playing someone that runs zone, and that's just like a spacing concept. Like it'll heat cover 3 up, verticals will heat cover 2 up, and then inside cross will be your man coverage beater, and then the screen will be for people that just don't like to rush anybody, like they just sit there and rush 3 or something. You could use the screen. Just debating between the verticals and curl flat. The verticals gives you a nice tight end route. that you could use. You could probably run a slant underneath it. So I'm just trying to look and see if that's what I want to do. So I could run a slant underneath it. And then run a comeback on no slant. If I run a slant underneath, then that means that outside release route needs to be like a smoke screen route or something. And then I'd read the triangle route. I don't use this. Just kind of use it just to look at it. Really, I don't use it. Alright, so let's get back into it. Let's play as another game so we have consistency. I don't want to go to one game versus someone with man and have really good offense and then play real shitty. But I think I know what we want to do versus zone. I just got to apply what I'm doing. That halfback base though into the scheme was very nice. I like how the blocks got picked up. It's like once you move that tight end out of the box, that pulling guard picks up who he's supposed to pick up. And he doesn't have to go out as wide. That's a helpful tip for when you're running base runs. Because usually if you run base runs from tight sets, that guard has to pull out further than he's supposed to. So if you clear it out, then he's able to go up to the B gap and pick up the B gap defender instead of having to go to the C or D gap. Linemen aren't equipped. At least in a video game, they're not equipped to go out that far. So give them short assignments, keep everything in front of them. Unless you're playing mutt and you got fucking linemen with like 99 speed and shit.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Alright, let's get this thing started. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with Allen, so we'll just start off. Gonna put my man right there. Let's start trying playing this defense.
Into the air right away is Allen. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen, rolling to his left. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, when they run with a quarterback, because that means they're just going to induce fatigue. And then players like Allen or Mahomes or anything, they start taking fatigue, it affects their throw power. So I don't mind. You want to take off with them? Go ahead, be my guest.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Allen now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this is Cook with the ground.
2 shots.
Out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in. And
red zone defense right here.
If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Keep running with him.
Just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third.
Diablo, you got to get that.
Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for
he's not running, going for 2 against me, bitch. Fuck off me.
Picked off by Micah Kaiser.
I think he's going to be my universal red zone defense, bro. I don't even care anymore at this point. We get inside the 20, that's my defense.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now
easy to set up too.
Away with a 6-0 lead. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Ooh, what took half his fatigue with that hit?
He only gets this out to the 16-yard
line. I think the only thing. Where's my formation at? So we know it's going to be that cross screen. So we could probably just go off of verts.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout.
Just read them.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. In motion goes the tight end. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Being chased out left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a yard there, but
Instead, you got to lead them, bro. Don't make him turn around. Lead him.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Stidham. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Adams.
I love doing that again. I love attacking people's best corner, bro. I don't know. I've always been like that. I like to go after their best guy.
83 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I ain't scared.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Well, partners, this is new
It's a lot better than that Luminor.
Offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right.
Let's get the wrinkles out of this.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air. So now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach.
All we gotta do, force him to roll out of that pocket, and we can get him.
Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On second down, here's Allen. Steps away. Nothing open downfield.
Keep running around with him, bro. I make adjustments.
Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Flushed out right.
Oh, come on, EA. Stop bailing him out.
He stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. All tied up, 6-6.
So he's fatigued. Rolling around, taking hits.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds.
His stamina's like 30% right now. I've seen it.
5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Wear him down, make him run.
There to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught.
Oh, look at his stamina.
And he's going to have another first down.
It's going down.
Comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
On any given pass play, you never
bro, you got to try better than that.
exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Keep running with him.
Right at the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing again on second down. Allen dancing to his left. This will be caught inside the 10.
Quarterback getting tired as hell out there.
Dawson knocks a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw in the football down,
Keep this up, bro. He's not going to have a quarterback in the 4th quarter, bro. He's going to be too tired.
And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
All right, just wing it left to right so that his guys get more fatigue.
20, 10.
So they keep getting hit in the back.
Into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Following the bunch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. How, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that.
Love going after their number one.
What's that old expression?
Don't swat it! What is you doing, Adams?
On the field and try to do it again.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that
one up. All right, now we get the cover 3. Change it up.
In motion, the tight end. Now Stidham on second down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. He'll get only 3 there.
You got to throw it in front of him, Stidham.
That's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back.
You shouldn't have to turn around for the ball.
Open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the gun, Stidham. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Just try to get the ball down the field right now.
Halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and
these easy catches real quick.
Right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Now Stidham off play action. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Stidham sets to throw on first. And this will be incomplete.
Now I got him worried about that. Now I need to do
the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Stidham. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Stidham.
Come on. Plant your feet in bounds, bro.
They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was a nice job.
Stop going for spec catches, bro. Like, it's a sideline, man. Just drag your feet, man.
And it results in an incomplete pass.
Change up the route. Go somewhere else.
4th down. Here's Stidham.
Bro. Catch the fucking ball.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the
that game is cheating for him now. I don't like that.
It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know,
but I can't get that.
You and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Keep hitting him, bro. He ain't gonna have a quarterback much longer.
The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Forced out to, and he can't get rid
I hate
of it.
that.
He's taken down.
That's bullshit.
Burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Buying time to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress.
I'm trying to make a play. I get ball at halftime anyway.
This is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now
Let's
2
kick it
points
high.
thanks to the safety.
Eat all 8 seconds up.
There just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record.
Come on, ball. You're not supposed to tackle him, bro. You're supposed to eat all 8 seconds.
A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target.
As long as we keep hitting them, man, we're good.
He'll take this to the other side of
Pretty much how you have to play Josh Allen ever since he made the playoffs.
For the first half, 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Force him to beat you from the pocket.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense
Gonna have to go deep.
drive started.
Show me cover 3. We're gonna throw bomb right now up the seam.
Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own.
Told you, go right up the seam.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go with Abdullah again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard.
Cover 3 not gonna be able to play that run fit.
So they just need 1 yard here.
And keep going to it, and we'll just keep doing it. You're not gonna get over there.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough.
So if he wants to stop it, he has to come out of that cover 3.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And he keeps spamming, so his loss.
On 1st down, Abdullah to about the 35.
It's an easy 4 or 5 yards of carry. I don't mind. I'll take it.
See what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Stidham. This is White on the screen. Give him 3 on the screen. He
I'm
couldn't
giving some
break
solid
through.
check down runs.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And this is going to be a Raiders first down.
Not going to be able to stop it, my guy.
The 43-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith.
Sure you
in him.
cover 3.
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll be taking
Not going to be able to stop it, my guy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him
Not in cover 3. Try to tell people, they don't want to listen.
The tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down.
5 yards of carry, bro. We'll take it. Keep coming out in that cover 3.
5, good
your own demise.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. This will be stopped.
Yeah, that boy getting tired now. He trying to tackle him. They tired.
Second and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
You gotta come out of it, bro, if you want to stop it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to get this to the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ooh, I see someone over there is very weak at tackling. They're a weak side linebacker. He need to get his weight up.
Guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In motion goes the tight end. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1.
Only gain yards, but we good.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Spamming cover 3. That's your decision. That's on you.
Here we go. Stidham on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's going through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Go forward, buddy.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down, Stidham to throw.
You gotta catch that, my guy.
Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd
Shit like this be what I be trying to tell you. I mean, you try to be too conservative, the game gonna cheat you. Thank you for pressing.
See the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
Look
They
at
threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
Yeah, Renfrow.
To be in the average range.
3rd and Renfrow.
All the way down at the 3. Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And this is going to be intercepted.
So went with my gut.
Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, past the 20, 10,
Bro.
5.
I hate this game sometimes.
It's a pick
Like, if you gave me a dive, I should have made that tackle. Like, come on now.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would
You can't be cheating for folks, I tell you the truth. Let's get this game back.
A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Stidham's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Stidham. He hits Adams complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Stidham.
Don't block me.
He's flushed out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stidham to throw it.
Bro.
And that is incomplete.
That's a DBA.
Reality is staring them right in the face.
He's going to chase that route. He's going to give me that drag.
Is down to the next snap.
That I do know.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham.
DDA.
Incomplete. They cannot convert.
I wish the game would just stop with the DDA shit.
With such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the.
I had that though. Like, come on now, don't cheat me.
The second time this game they've given it up on 4th down, and now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped it 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And his throw is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed.
DDA versus Shadow X over here.
Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there.
Good user catch.
In the tough spot with that interception.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. First down, here's White. He takes it across for the touchdown.
Boy, the DDA is trying me, bro. I'm telling you. TDA is fucking trying me over here.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Throwing now is Stidham. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
That way we know if he gets a touchdown, he not getting that 2-point conversion against me, bro. We'll go to overtime. But I don't think he's going to be able to push against his defense for real. Most of his offense is run around with the quarterback and dink and dunk. DDA.
On the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles are coming off a costly mistake on the last possession.
He's running around with a quarterback trying to have Josh Allen bail him out. No sir, not today, son. Ain't none of that going on.
But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect him to try and take
Ain't none of that going on, bro. I'm playing defense today. I think I got my new universal defense in place. At least for the Josh Allen spammers. Yes, sir. Ain't none of that rolling around shit going on. No more! It's canceled! It's X'd out! Stop playing like a bum! Cancel that shit. Got it, fellas. Y'all want to learn how to run this defense? Let me know. I'll tell you what my adjustments are. Not too many either, man. It's like 2 or 3 things that you got to do. Shit was nice. I love it. I fucking love my new defense. We out here canceling shit out, bro. Simple adjustments, man. Simple adjustments. That's all you had to do. That one thing, man. They want to roll around with that quarterback, put that middle linebacker in a spy, so that way, if he rolls out and you click on, I guarantee you, your match zones are going to still play their match. That spy is the only one that's going to come after the quarterback. That way you don't have like three or four guys come after the quarterback and you leave something open. As far as anything else, I add another match zone to the principal. I put a vert hook in there, and then I'm using the other optional blitzer in the slot in coverage, trying to take away routes. I think it's a lot more of a lockdown at that point, as opposed to just trying to run a default and D-line. I mean, you could D-line user. You know, you can get your sacks D-line user in, but you can get coverage sacks playing it this way. I think coverage sacks are better because you get bigger loss of yards and you're not giving up 40 points a game. Because sometimes, like when you get those D-line users, say like you'll have good moments, but at the same time you'll give up big plays because you're not in coverage if they can get the ball off fast enough. So it's like really it just depends on the situation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I hate the fucking 49ers. Shit.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
Makes you special just because you hate the Raiders.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Nice try.
They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Nice try.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they'll go for it. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to McLeod. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Rather disappointed.
There, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs.
I was hoping for a better match.
On the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game is going to go. They're playing at their tempo, their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
No, I just don't like using them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Stidham to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He gets this to Devontae Adams, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays.
Are you going to try to play defense, or are you just going to keep spamming the same thing?
But Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? We've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stidham hit, and he lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Stidham. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Renfrow. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile,
typical DDA.
Take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Stidham going for it on 4th.
You're going to cover Waller?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raiders.
That's what happens when you spam cover 3. You give me that middle of the field.
Waller from 17 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in.
Thanks for pinching him in. Made it easy for me to get that double team off.
They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On play action, Lance, he'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. the gut, McCaffrey. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Why are you playing like a pussy, bro? Jesus.
During a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
McCaffrey following the penalty. The pickup there, 5 yards.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Give me that inside zone so I can go and shut it off. It's a run.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Hobbs. Why are you playing like a bitch, bro? Jesus. Get a whole playoff team and play like a bitch. Couldn't be me.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up.
Let him score, because I can score in 20 seconds or less. No issue. I don't play like a pussy, because when you play pussy, you get fucked.
First half is winding down, and the Niners have taken the lead here.
See it happen too many times.
First half. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
Good field position.
So a teammate picking him.
Thanks for squaring it.
That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
Instead of just kicking it normal, have me behind the 25. It's like 15 yards I don't have to worry about picking up.
teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now I can hit this little out route.
On first down, Stidham. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In motion, the tight end. Now Stidham on first down.
Too easy. Told you I could score in 20 seconds or less. Because I ain't a pussy, bitch.
Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. Final play of the half, it's Stidham, and he is into the end zone. So
Appreciate you wasting your time for me. Now you hurt yourself. I told you, play pussy, you get fucked. You're going to learn today.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
Free shot on him. There we go. Home.
He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
What's wrong with you guys? They don't know how to tackle?
Near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Steps away to his left. He completes it to Abdullah.
Keep shading, bro. You're going to give me that playmaker. You're going to learn today.
Just before the 35. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Stidham. It's complete.
What's wrong with you guys? They don't know how to tackle?
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle, Abdullah. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Thanks for baselining, by the way. You took away your run fits.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Oh, even better, bro. No one's on 84. Let's go.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Better learn how to match personnel, bitch.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And the tight end goes in motion left. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Stop spamming, Jesus. My 5-year-old nephew plays better than you.
Stidham. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs.
That cutback, Jacobs. Cutback is a touchdown.
Really nice play. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown.
Too easy. Stop spamming, bro. Like, you need help or something? Are you new to Madden? Is that what it is? You never played the game before? You don't know how to play defense or something? Like, what's going on? You're learning 61 overall. Quarterback just have his way with you.
He's going to have him go for 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Stidham going to look to throw for it.
61 overall, just doing what he wants. I haven't heard Bosa's name called once. I haven't heard Warner's name called once. Like, what's going on with your defense, man? You need help? You want to buy an ebook or something? Couldn't be me, man. If I had them players, bro, sacks, picks, you name it. Hopefully you don't play pussy on offense this time, because you play pussy, you going to get fucked. Now I'm Tyrone, and I'm here to fuck somebody's wife.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Lance. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Thank you. Told you, play pussy, you get fucked. They'll learn how to play football and fast. Because I'm not the one to sit there and play pussy against. The RPO shit is dead. You gotta come into a game and not know how to play an RPO defense, you out your fucking mind. Thanks for baselining, by the way. Got him.
An interception can result.
On first down, Abdullah. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Guy a little too fast for him. I might have to go with a slower option.
Him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, yeah, I don't need him to be too fast. He needs to be just like that.
It'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion goes the tight end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come
in the
to
driver's seat.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Stidham. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. They go play action with Stidham.
Yeah, it took too long to get there.
They get the turnover they needed. It's
where I wanted it is just slow.
And the Niners are right back in this football
Probably
game.
should have released it a little bit sooner.
Shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as
we
I do,
got a
people
defense.
question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And not a whole lot of room to operate.
You're not in the position to run the ball, my guy.
Maybe 3.
You're losing.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Come on, Webb, you got to get that.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On second and very short,
Holding.
Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Cancel that inside zone out.
Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to try and run for it.
Told you we were going to cancel that. Too easy to cancel.
By the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
What's wrong with the guy, man? You don't know how to tackle?
He's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender,
Stop spamming, bro. Jesus. Come out in a nickel defense, my guy. Like, you know, nickel or dime. Don't sit in a fucking wrong defense the whole game, bro. It's just bad football. Sitting there relying on someone to fucking shed here or there. That's bad.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case,
And what happened when you spam cover 3? I could throw cover 3 bombs on it, bro. Like, stop spamming, bro. I don't even want to score on that. Damn, he wasted his timeout, really?
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So first
You're still going to spam cover 3. It's like, bro, like, Jesus.
Wrapping this one up. Jacobs will cross the line.
Can you stop spamming? Like, Jesus. Learn how to play defense? Maybe. You know what? I don't even want this because I know the game's going to cheat me.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Because it's going to make me not convert, and then it's going to let him get a fucking drive.
And that might just seal the deal here.
Seal the game.
Score game with not a lot of time on the clock. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
you're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out. That's caught
Oh, you should have let him go out of bounds.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why?
Yeah, well, you're going to get that.
Caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance
Cancel
at
the
all.
inside zone.
And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he is in for the 2.
Told you that's why I kicked that extra point, because I knew they were going to try to cheat me if I didn't.
A lead here late in the ball game.
Just play for the win.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Oh, Stidham's actually going to throw it. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Unsung hero, Abdullah.
Now Stidham. Rolling to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Stidham.
DDA. Oh, DDA almost helped him. See, I told you the game. It started doing that shit, bro. That's that shit.
Dependable safety valve all games. They went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect.
Fucking DDA, I'm telling you, just run the ball. Get on out of here.
Play action.
Thanks for manning him up. No, he has route tick, so if you put anyone in man, he's going to activate.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter what
He must be new to Madden.
they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Stidham's throw complete to Hollins. He'll be hit down at the 33.
Game over. We win.
Yards on the play.
Get out of this shit. Y'all see how that DDA shit start helping him?
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere.
That's why I said, man, once you get your little 2-possession lead, just clock it. No point trying to do anything else, because this man got way too much help in the end of the game. Way too much. He was pretty much boxing, and in the 4th quarter, they help whoever's losing. That's probably why I get so many 4th quarter comebacks. Is because the game start helping me a little bit when I get behind like that. Luckily, he didn't get that pick, bro, because that pick could have ended bad for me. So, like I said, I might have to just continue on with that run. I'm starting to see something too. I think you want, for the halfback base, you don't want fast guards. Because if I go back here and look at some of the highlights, on some of the runs. At least if I can find them. Yard, 4 yard. This is me kicking it back, following my blocks. Where's the one? All these damn McCaffrey runs, and they won't give me the two differentials on my runs. Like no highlights for my runs. It sucks. That's a negative 16-yard rush. It's a penalty. Oh. I'm not going to have that. They're going to have to check down with that. I like that check release pass versus cover 3. That shit was eaten. And then you can playmaker it if they shade underneath. Probably, if I would have been able to block him, probably should have slide protect or double team. Should have been on his best pass rusher, not over there. Probably would have had Waller for the Duke. Trying to see where Foster Moreau. I don't even think I got a nice pick on his RPO with this, so like that nice. Boom. I put him like he was in. I was blitzing the backside. So this is a peak. He made the wrong read. But obviously once you throw the ball, the coverage is going to navigate to the coverage. It's like it's a peak alert. So I could have ran like a cover 2 blitz. But if they run that peak, that mid zone's going to read it. His eyes are going to be to the quarterback. The mid zone, see, this is crazy about the double A gap, is because instead of him lining up in the A gap, he will line up with the slot. So you want to make sure that your will linebacker is capable of defending slot receivers. But see, as soon as he read it was a pass, he just got in front of it. It's always good to have something like that on RPO users. See, this is where they started cheating me. I should have threw it right. I did throw it right there. I just put too much pass lead on it. It should have been, that ball should have went right in between two of them. But maybe my quarterback next year have a little bit more accuracy and I'll be able to place the ball better. But still, I'm doing all right for me. Trying to see if there's something I could have done differently. Instead of running that dig, I probably should have ran a comeback to hold him over there. But I wanted to run that inside, and then once I seen him go over to it, I was like, well, I got to throw it over his head. I wasn't going to try that out route over there because I felt like I was going to get cheated over there, but even though I had it, it is what it is. See, I have none of my run highlights. All right, but let's get out. Let's test that on that halfback base. I'm gonna put Parham over there at left guard and see. I want to test the difference. Maybe it's the left to right run, because I noticed like when I motion hike, if I motion height from the right to the left, I don't get a very good block animation unless they're on the left side of the field. Whereas if I'm on the motion from the left to the right, I get a better, crack block animation that I want. Let me see. Go to practice mode. I'm not sure if your quarterback being left or right hand has anything to do with it or what. Maybe it's, I don't know. Most of my motion heights are crack blocks where I'll have the receiver just kind of blindside, the read defender on a run so that he doesn't have a free rush coming in. I can give you a couple of examples. It's been very good for me. Like different ways you can run. I'll give you an example on a crack block. Like if I run inside zone, what I want, notice how I have no blocker outside the tackle on that 6 tech. Okay? And I want to make sure that he doesn't have a free rush because usually he's a read defender. So being he's a read defender, it's going to be hard for that tackle to block him on the inside zone. So sometimes that's going to be the weakness. If you're running inside zone, it's going to be he's just going to go right around the tackle because the tackle's run blocking. So when the tackle run blocks, he's going forward instead of pass blocking where he'll go back and be able to block him. So I want to make sure that that guy doesn't make a play on the ball. So what we do is crack block him. So I'll put an impact block on a receiver that's behind the line of scrimmage, okay? Not the point receiver. And then you motion him over and then hike it before he gets over there, and you're going to change the run fits, okay? Now, he may not necessarily block the guy on the edge, but he's going to change the assignment of who the new edge is, So sometimes it might be the slot corner has to pick up the read. But it's going to make it easier for your tackle to pick up his guy, guard to pick up his guy, and get the double team where you're trying to run it to, okay? So we just kind of try to do it a couple times. Put the impact block on. It's really going to be timing it. Sometimes you might do it too early. He'll go up, he'll get the safety or whatnot. But I think mainly versus goal line situations really is where it comes in handy. Show you. Because I do use it a lot in goal line. So if I want to get a crack block, there we go. That's what I want. So I'm showing you, right? When you do it from this side, watch how he gets that crack block. Bow. Change the run fits. Okay? You open it up, you make it easier for your guard and your tackle to pick up. You make sure that you get a double team over here where you're trying to run through. Now I missed a hole, but y'all see that hole that opens up. So it's gonna be that other hole. So I'll show you, do the crack block again. Just hike it before he gets over there. And that's your crack block that I like to use with inside zone. Now, this is where it changes. If I try to run it to this side, I don't get the same block animation. Watch. Like, see how he kind of dips back a little bit? It's not exactly what you're expecting. Okay? Because he has that weird release after the snap. You can watch him, how he steps back instead of going straight forward to who he's supposed to block. I mean, yeah, he did get the crack block, but it wasn't. I'll run it a couple times so you guys can see. So you see the difference. So I don't like running these this way because of, see how he did it again. I mean, yeah, granted, I'm going to get the run in, but I don't like how he does that. Because if I motion him over to lead block, I'm going to show you, if I choose to move him inside and run him, let him block the middle guy, Watch this. He's not going to run it clean. Because that release is going to mess it up. So if I run it like that, he's not all the time going to just go like that. Sometimes my issue is he'll run behind my running back, and I don't like that. Whereas if I do it from this side, I don't get that. He's going to go lead block the way he's supposed to if I want to go, use him as a full lead block. Sometimes you could sub in like a fullback or something right there, like if you want to play with it and be creative, you can get a good fullback, because that's what I was running early in the season in MUT, running my inside zones like that. Now, if it works in MUT, it's going to work in anything, right? So that's just another thing that you guys can add to, to your run styles. And then I'm going to teach you some of the new runs that I'm using that same concept. One of them that I like to use is that inside zone split, right? You'll see me come out in this doubles off close, and I might put like a tight end or something in the slot. And I could probably do it with that zone weak. Just go random play. Let's say we're running the zone right. So you put the impact block on. Same thing, you don't want to hike it until he gets into that fit. So crack block. See the difference? Makes the run so much better. And then if I use him as a lead block, let him come across the formation on the handoff. Probably needs to come a little bit further to the right, maybe. Let's see. So if I do that, he needs to be... Alright, they're not going to let me hike it right there. Let's see where they let me hike it at. So I know anywhere to the left, right there, right behind the quarterback. That's where you can do it. So that's your options. Now you could do it with the zone split. Now zone split's very good, because now you can kick it either way. So if you do the crack block, zone split lets you cut it back. If you do the lead block, you can run it either way. You're basically going to have a kick out both sides. So if I go right there, he's going to lead block, and then it's going to give you an option whichever side you want to run. Okay. This is good to know, because you might be playing someone that wants to turbo blitz, and when you add another offensive blocker to the equation, you take away those gaps that they're trying to shoot. That's really what you're doing. You're going to take those little turbo fits away, and you're going to get double teams on the backside of the run. Even if I do it like this, it was too late. It's got to be right as soon as he steps behind the quarterback. Right there. Too late. And sometimes on these motions, you have to let everything set. Sometimes they won't let you quick hike when someone's making an adjustment. So sometimes you have to let him set his feet. So once he's set, then you can motion him. Just like that. Okay. So that's just something that you can add. Like if you're trying to get the clock chewed down, you basically got the win. It's something that you can add to the equation of your offense. You obviously want to run the ball so that you can secure your wins. And most of the time, I don't run the ball a lot, but I will run in order to secure a win if I need to. Try to focus more on what I originally came to practice mode to teach you guys. We're going to kind of work around it. I want to see if I want a fast guard at left guard or right guard based off of going off that crack block. Remember how the guy running from the right, he had that little dip animation before he went up. I'm wondering if I put my guy over at left guard where he's supposed to be, if that'll make a difference. Alright, so let's put him at left guard and then put Moody over here at right. Because we always trying to fuck around and find shit out, right? Because I had some run animations to the right that I like running to the left. But my issue running to the left is I'm outrunning my fucking block, you know? So I want to see if I can run this better with him being at left guard. Because that makes a big difference. If your guard can get upfield, he might be a better left guard. Fellas. Just going to test it and do a couple runs. Alright, so that's obviously a blitz. Yeah. Can't run that versus a heavy blitz. You're going to have to flip it or something. Make sure you pick up the right guy. Wonder if I put him, I don't know if he can impact block like that. Alright, so that's a blitz. I don't know. Okay. Now let's see. Because I know Moody can run this too, because he's not super fast, but maybe Moody runs just slow enough, maybe. He's not able to get out. Because my issue was I was outrunning him. And I don't want to outrun him. And I ran it to this side. Yeah, so I'm still outrunning him, kind of. So I probably can't run base runs to the left. That might be another thing that, you know, at least for current gen, that you'll have to recognize. But look at that base run to the right is nice. So that's just something else I'm going to have to add to my equation. You want to put your fastest pull guard on the left guard, because you're not going to be able to run these base runs to the left. You're going to have to run them to the right. And let's see if that affects our counter runs as well. So I think weak has a counter, I think. Or strong. So if I run the counter, Mike said I might have to run them this way. And I'm worried about this because, like I said, I can't motion hike him to effectively block like I want him to. So he's going to dip behind. And I don't want that dip animation. So what I'm probably going to have to do is just motion him across the formation as soon as he gets right there. Yeah, that might be it. All right, so if you're motioning from the right to the left, you can't motion it until he crosses the formation. But if you're motioning left to right, you can crack block and get better crack blocks. And you can just use this to clear him out, because it's Devontae. He's going to attract the user's attention. And you see your guard gets out pretty good. So like I said, if I can get me a pass scheme with this, you got the PA boot slide, you can get that motion. Now obviously I probably wouldn't run this with a fullback. I would probably run this with Jacobs and Zamir White. My thing at this point now is, what do we do with Hollins? Can't run him on anything short. He's probably just going to be like that. Then just run this across the formation. Now, yeah. We in the lab, fellas. So it'll be the counter run. You'll have to motion him all the way across the formation. There we go. We'll cook it up in the lab. Now you need a pass concept that, you know, he's got to get attention on, right? People see Devontae, they, you know, I be seeing that a lot. People will be like, oh, it's Devontae. So you're gonna run strong slot flip, but you need to do something with Devontae. So I could run curl flat. I know it's a good play. You have the toss play that you could use, especially if they deal like with people base aligning. So if I go with the toss play, I probably won't, because we know we got a faster pull guard over there now. Yeah, he can get upfield pretty good. The only thing is, I just got to pick up the right block. So in order for me to do that, boom, boom, boom. So that'd be your number 2. So it'd be the counter toss in that play action boot slide. And obviously, I'd probably do something different with Waller, like, I don't know, debating. Because his route concept goes good with this. Like you can go boom, boom, boom. Now you got check down. Then you can just throw it over the top to him. Now that'd be like a shot play situation. So to be toss counter. You'd have to emphasize that motion. Just trying to see if there's anything that I can do with it and make it better. I don't know if I can move him behind. I don't know if that'll work. That's risky. That's like real risky because they might just tip the ball while you're doing that. And you probably want Jacobs right there. So let's... Because I like using Jacobs as my power. He can get to where he needs to be faster. So we'll come out in a package. Dual halfback swap with the play flipped. It sucks you don't have counter. So it'll be, we're not running the stretch, it'll be counter, toss. And I'm thinking you'll have the boot slide. I'm just trying to see, like I could do maybe double slant. I could definitely scheme some stuff with it. Curl flat, obviously. We'll see. Let's start with the curl flat and see. Let's go up against random plays. Usually I like to come out in this and have like a reverse swing, but if I come out and we do the get them clear outs. Can't go wrong with the slant combo. Get a clear out. Now I probably might not even, I used to use this route concept. Have to check release with the swing. That's just deadly. If the running back catches it while running it. If I'm trying to think, if I'm on the left hash, maybe I don't have to do that. Okay, so if it's the left hash, check release is right. So over to the right hash, check release is left. So that's beneficial to know. So that way, if you want to block your running back now, you can, or you can just go to check releases. That way, you have your high-low blocks versus blitz. Triangle one was wide open. You just got to read those first. Those be like the first things, because usually once they release, they tell you everything you need to know. Now I could probably go check release in a swing. I think that swing is probably better for the fullback, because he's going to instantly get out, and he's going to be your blitz beater. And that'll be a good way for me to utilize Jacobs. You know, a good solid check down. So it'll be the swing, check release, have the vert, have the motion. He gets through. Check release picks it up. Bad throw by the quarterback, but it was there. Alright, so it's boom, check release, vertical. Now I don't even need to go vertical. I can just put them in a curl. That way I have a spacing concept built in. He's going to go under, and then we have to play to the sideline. So I'm thinking we can work with the double slant. Now, as far as the curl flat, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to have those options, but I still could put that on the field. I think the only difference is you could still run this as a slant combo and let the receiver play the flat. Like, yeah, I could probably still stretch him and then let the receiver play the flat instead of the running back. Just pull him out, boom, 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 clear it out, the slant. So just kind of emphasize like enough high-low reads, be solid. So either one of these are fine, like double slant or curl flat. I just think the curl flat gives you, because I mean, if you look at it like this, and then you it's like really the only difference is the curl flat comes out wider. The double slant comes out wider, but the curl flat is closer if you're on the right hash. Now, I don't know if you flip the play, how they change. So if you flip the play, see if they still come out kind of wide on the right side of the field. Slot's pretty close. Okay, so the right side of the field, they won't move. So this may be something that you fellas might want to use. Then we could do that. Now the only thing here now what do I want to do with the tight end? Like, I could go with a check release with the tight end. No. Alright, so this will be like, if you're on the right side of the field, let me see. Those are boundary receivers, so if I'm on this side of the hash, it means I can go to the curl flat. They're not going to change. You're basically just going to read the cover 3. Now you want to get that third and that vert hook away. I can't put the check release on it. I'm trying to think about what I could do schematically here. I could motion the tight end out and have that out route, which is very deadly, by the way. Like, I will I will use a lot of out routes in my offense. So I'm trying to see, because I know this is also deadly too. Now, if I don't want to go with the out route, yo, this looks like single back wing flex, bro. The running back gonna run a lot better route over there. Issue is that curl. I need to see what I can do to stop that curl route. Unless I want to run the drag with the tight end. I go curl flat. Let's say we drag the tight end and push the seam vertical. Then motion him over. So it's like a, what's that pass concept? That angle concept. Oh, so it's going to hold him. Nope, that running back's not getting open like I want. Got to figure out how to get that running back open. I don't know if can I double motion him? Okay, I can't double motion him. But him being there can be a problem. And that's just the fullback motion. If I motion, so let's say if I do counter weak in motion, I don't know if how that's gonna look. Yeah, no. Trying to see what I can run with that. I could do the PA boot. Play like we're doing like an inside zone. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's like real beautiful. Ghosted him. So now I can't run the PA boot with the counter, but I can run that inside zone. Let me see what this cell looks like. Usually that's majority of what I'm thinking about is, well, what does it look like, you know? So we're not going to do the toss, we're not going to do the power runs. I want to see, okay, so he's not going to be able to run that inside zone either. Trying to see what we got, maybe stretch. If you can bring him right there, you obviously going to have to pick him up because now he's the edge, so he's going to have to pick up the furthest guy now because he's going to be that guy. Boo boo. I don't know if I pick up the furthest guy. Yeah. But you have to hit turbo to get around, and you hit turbo, you create block sheds. So let me not hit turbo. Let's see if we can get this working right. So without hitting turbo, we don't give up the block shed. I don't think that motion helps anything other than, I mean, I could guess the curl flat. I could run the curl flat. Now this could be nice, but I don't know if he's gonna run into somebody. I guess they would have to have like a 3-man rush for me to think about doing it like that. Because I could go with the curl flat that way. And then just put him in a check release route, so he'll pick the block up. If it's a blitz, that could be good. If I'm not going to use that motion, just put him over there. Put him in a check release. And you have the option of playmaker on too. So now, if I do that, if I go with a playmaker, that means I'm going to have to change what we do with Waller. And it sucks that Waller doesn't have his route tech anymore, a route apprentice. Because I would damn sure put a fucking... I don't know, I can work him with Hollins as the high-low read. And then I just got to put him like in the center of the field, I guess, as a check. So it'll look like that. And we read Hollins as our over-the-top read. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So now we got the counter running check. Now if I don't do what I do with Hollins, let's say I put him in a dig and then just clear it out and have the high-low read with Waller and Jacobs. So he's gonna have the dig, high-low read. Oh my God! If I could get that post route, that'd be a shot play. I think I'm too close to hit that though. I'm not gonna be able to hit that inside the 30. So I could probably just go vertical. And you get 15 yards to your tight end. So it's like the only thing that I'm seeing is toss counter, boot slide. I'm not really feeling the curl flat though. I mean, other than you can clear out traffic by motioning him out, I guess. But you're gonna have to do something. You might have to go with the slant flat combo, and then just have the slant. But then you'd have to try to think. I might have to run it flipped because I got a right-hand quarterback, and if I want to hit that running back on that angle route, it'd have to be run flipped. So we'd have Hollins run the slant. And then you got to do something with Waller. Or you could do something with Adams. You don't want to send Adams vertical. Trying to think. I'm thinking maybe an out route and a drag. So give him an out route smart and a drag. And then let Hollins just clear out everything underneath, and they'll see if we can hit Jacobs that way. Get the boom, boom, boom. Maybe. Not surefire. Maybe. Miss those formations where you had like the wheel routes with the tight ends. I think I can do it in wing. Y'all remember it was like last year when tight ends could run wheel routes? Let's kind of see what we can do here. I can run the hitch. And then just have the drag come across and run it like a space, and then just let Jacobs come over the top, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so now I just got to pick that up. So to be curl hitch. Curl hitch. Drag. You just opt to smart route that because you want the drag to come under it. And then I think I can. Oh, I can't. Yeah, he's gonna have to get picked up, but you got a chance. Especially like if they're playing man coverage or something, you could probably get that. Especially if they get worried about you hitting stretch runs on them and shit. I already know I can run stretch runs out of this. Especially if you got a good fast fullback like Jai Jacobs. I don't even need to do the motion height. I'll probably have to manually sub my better run blockers in. So that means I'd have to take Parker out in this formation. I can't afford to move Parham. So I think in this formation, the only thing that I'm going to do is take Illuminor out. Unless I want to move him to center. That would be alright. Parker would have to be over there. Well, we getting it. We try to break this formation out. We counter with the fullback. You want to clear stuff out, so you motion him. I might just let him set his feet. That way we don't create no block shit. Look how fast Jacobs gets upfield, bro. Like he ain't gonna lay like no pancake. Like he'll go for impact blocks and cut people's feet off, but he not gonna just push somebody down like a lineman would. But he gonna pick up the right person, and that's the main thing that you want. And he fast enough to get to the right person. See, look how fast he got over the field. So if you ID the right person, he gonna go get him. If you ID the wrong person, he gonna be out of position. But we go with a toss. I don't know if I can flip the toss now. He ain't lay a good block, but he slowed it up for the lineman. I might just, like I said, might just run the tosses to this side to my faster lineman because I'm slow on the right. I'm fast on the left. Like them boys too fast over there. I gotta get Parham to double team somebody. So it'd have to be a double team right there. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Alright, so now we got some run plays that we can install. Trying to see if there's anything else I can work on for you fellas. Let's see. If I moved him to guard, this play could be viable again. Only thing is I can't motion the tight end to that side, but I can motion him to be the backside block, which is good. Oh yeah, oh yes, I fucking love it. Cooking in the kitchen. Alright, so this is power. I gotta look at the difference between the power and the trap. Like the power, he goes up pretty fast. Because you can't run, I don't think I can run him to the left. It's been my issue trying to run trap runs to the left, and I either outrun my guy. See, I put a slower guy over there. Yeah, you see, he's cutting it too close. Whereas if I run it to the right, I get better, you know, better running back vision, or if you will. So if I run it to this side, I'm not even sure that he's gonna pick up who he's supposed to pick up fast enough. Like, yeah, I can go forward, but whereas if I just leave it like this, like my man's gonna get upfield, he gonna lay his block. He got work on his blocking, but I could definitely. And if I leave the tight end there, he's gonna be fast enough to get out to the outside. So basically what I'm saying is, if you have a slower guard as your kick out block, you have to do the motion. Okay? That's if you're using a slower guard. If you're using a faster guard like Parham, you might not need to, because he'll be able to kick outside a little bit faster. Okay? So it's just something that you guys should probably use to your, you know, how fast he kicks up. The only thing with base runs, they do not work versus heavy overload blitzes. Look at that, boom, boom, boom. Find somebody. Now, if I could put like an impact block on them, so we could, let's say we highlight them. Try to go for the push block. I don't know what his impact block rating is, so just push him. You get better runs with it. Try to get your reps in, which can open up your offense. Yeah, pick up who you're supposed to put. See, that's why it's important to ID. Like if I want to put impact block on, make sure he's ID. There he goes. Just kind of get your reps. Anyway, you got a solid. I like these runs better than running standard inside zone. Look at her. I ain't even picked the right person up. That was just a good run. Alright, so we know that safety's coming down because he changed. So what we're going to do, we're not going to force him to come out wide. We're just going to pick him up. Sometimes you can invite. Make sure you impact block first. Now, be mindful. If you're playing a competitive person and they see you highlight a lineman, they know you're running the ball. Okay? So be mindful of that you will probably deal with run commits. So it's good to know, like you might, like someone that's not very good at Madden, you may not know, but you could use this like against an experienced player and then just pretend like you're running it and then just audible to like a play action or something. Okay, because like you could highlight through all your linemen like we're going to run the ball, and then you could just go with the play action. They'll run commit, and then you'll eat them up. But good catch, Waller. Obviously, I wouldn't use that play action. That one's iffy. Because I don't like that cross. It's like a drag. And his animation on the... So the square is basically going to be your go-to on that. He's your only read. The other ones, you're not going to be able to throw it fast enough unless you cancel the play action out. Let me see if I can cancel out. Yeah. cancel out of it, but half those routes ain't even worth a damn for real. But that's pretty much the only read you have is the cross route. The other ones are just clear outs. You have the underneath, the check down. And it's not consistent. I don't like it. However, there is, okay, so we got, this is power. I gotta look at the trap and the power. I need to put both of those in because I think there's a difference in the run. That power seems a little bit faster, whereas that trap seems like it needs to open up a little bit. Let me see. Alright, so you got power. And the 56 trap. We're about to see the difference. I've been wanting to know. Alright, so this is the 56 trap. It's like an inside A-gap. 56 trap. Let's slow it down one more time. 56 trap. Alright, so that's 3 trap runs, and now we're going to do the power runs. It really doesn't seem like much of a difference. So that's the trap. The only thing that changes is the depth of the receivers. Y'all see that? And how the quarterback releases the handoff. On the trap, the quarterback sails a little bit. Let me actually watch the quarterback. So, trap, everything's short. Power. They feel like the same exact run. Like I don't see a difference. Like he runs the same. The guard, the only thing, running back still goes through the same. I guess they get into their blocks faster. I don't. With the trap. Power, it feels like you wait on the guard a little bit. So trap, I don't feel like there's a release. I'll wait on the release. This is power. Trap. I feel like the trap takes too long to develop. If I run the power, and that's without IDing. Like if I start IDing, I think the power is better than the 56 trap. I don't know why you would give me 2 runs. The trap. Yeah, it's really nice. I think power is better than the trap. No, we'll see. Power, I'm averaging 5.4 with 92 calls. Trap, I'm averaging 2.5 with 22 calls. Guess power it is. That'll probably give me a nice little scheme out of this because we do got a switch console. Probably find a better play action. I think the best play action is that PA4. I've gotten hella money off of it. I don't like the sluggo. I don't like the corners. I do not like the auto motions. I think the auto motions were only good for like 1 year that I used them. I forgot formation, but I just don't use them. So I'm trying to see. PA4 works if you're using the draw. I'm just trying to see. Now this double in, I haven't fucked with this. Y'all know that user catch that I like to do? That's that same route. You really just gotta block. And then it's too much. You gotta, I don't know if I got to motion that in or something. Oh no, they didn't. That means I would have to run a complete clear out. Yeah, I don't know. It's like some of these routes are buggy in this game. You gotta get your reps in. I don't see it running. It takes too long to develop. Then you gotta wait for him to stop before you can throw your feet. So he's gotta turn around for the ball, and it's too risky versus zone. So that might not be. Then he takes forever to turn around. It's just like the comebacks in his game. You can't throw the comeback until he sets his feet. Because like if I run this comeback over, I don't know. This comeback I might be able to. A little bit maybe. But I know like the regular comebacks I can't throw them until the right time. Yeah, that one you can, but I should have blanketed. I'll run this other comeback on the other side. Like you might have the beat on it, like right there, but he's always going to throw it to where you're supposed to be at the end. So you might have a zone sitting on the end of it. Just something that you should know. Trying to see what else we can work on, man. I think I've got it. We're going to move Parham over there to left guard. So that way if I want to change to pass protection, I could put Illuminor. Instead of having to move Illuminor all the way over, I can just put Illuminor at right guard for run blocking, for pass blocking. And then I would have to put Mumford over there. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But I'm going to take a breather, fellas. And then we'll be back later, try to run this revamped offense. And I'm also going to show you real quick before I get off. I'm going to show you guys this new defense I'm running. It's probably the best defense I ran. It's almost remnant of how I did the Okie roll last year. but we're just doing it out of the new formation. It's just, I mean, similar adjustments, similar things, similar schematically, just a new formation. I don't know if there's any like mobile quarterbacks. There we go. And you need to you have to use this defense against Josh Allen. Like, ever since they made the playoffs, bro, Allen's been hell. I can't lie about that. And I think this is the best way to contain him. Simple adjustments too. So if you've been following the channel long enough, you remember the Okie roll that I broke out last year out of the dollar defense. I would use her the slot corners so I could take away those little go-to routes or whatever. But we're going to do it out of the double mug defense. So now the main thing is, usually I'll just put me a Sam linebacker, like a Jack linebacker right there, and put your Sam linebacker right here. And then you want to make sure your best interior pass rushers are in the middle. Okay. Now the play, you can do it from any play, but it has to be a play where the slot corner is blitzing. Okay. So if it's trips, I'll come out in the nickel or below 3. So let's say, I don't even know if they got a trips left. Ravens playbook suck. They got a tray open. Let's just run a couple of different plays. Now, the adjustments are simple. First things first, you want to make sure you're on this guy. Alright? Because you're going to be on this guy, you need to make an adjustment to help in coverage so that you ain't got to be everywhere. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that Sam linebacker and put him in a vertical. You're going to sit right here. Now, if you know it's a pass, you're going to put him in a spy. Okay, so it's a 2-man rush, just like I did the Okie roll last year. It was a 2-man rush. Okay, and you're basically going to sit on anything, wherever that ball is going to go. Your eyes to the ball the whole time. Okay, so boom, boom. Anything short should be picked up. All right, so spy him or hook him, and then just eyes to the ball. You're not gonna get, if he runs out, you're just gonna send the spy. That's it. You know, when the AI runs out, you've got good coverage on the field. That's usually a good sign. All right. Boom, boom, boom. He rolls out. Obviously, they'll get the quick reads. So I know he's not going to throw it there. So what I'm going to do with my user is I'm going to sit low. See where else he wants to go with it. He's going to throw it right to that spy. Now, if I know he's going to keep doing that, I can move that spy over a little bit, just one or two steps, so he reacts faster. There. Now, obviously, you probably want your other guy to be the spy here. But he's doing good enough, you know. So I could probably just come over here and take it away myself if he wants to sit on that, because I know he's not going to throw anything deep. Now he definitely ain't going to throw that. There he goes, boom. So this is the defense I'm running. You know, if I know they got like a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen, and that's basically all they're fucking doing is trying to roll out. You know, fuck that, bro. Play me. Move down. You can slide your D-line however you want. So we just sit over there. We know he likes this drag route. You're gonna contain his ass. All right. The more he gonna get hit, more fatigue gonna become a factor. Now, if it's too much of a problem, or if the quarterback's too fast, or if, let's say, they're rolling out and your Sam, whoever you got as your jack linebacker is not able to get to his spot fast enough, you could probably sub in a faster linebacker to play that position, because he's just going to be in a bird hook anyway. So it's just something that you guys could consider. But I just, for the moment, I just leave a jack linebacker over there that can pass rush if necessary. But other than that, that's pretty much the defense that I'm running. If you have any questions, just hit my DMs or whatever. We can talk about it, or hit me up for a session or something. We can get you guys ready to get where I'm at, where you got to fight the DDA every fucking game. But other than that, man, fellas, I appreciate y'all tuning in. You never know when you're gonna get these little tutorial tip videos, or me just kind of rambling about some small detail stuff that could help your game. All right, I will catch y'all in about an hour or so. Let me get some food in my stomach, let me get some rest, and we will be back, fellas.